Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Nerd Ledger. Welcome back if you've been here before, and welcome for the first time if you've never been here. We are the Nerds. I am Cage. That orange bubble over there is Chair.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
We are live right now doing this shit on Twitch every Wednesday, 5 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. One of those times we start, okay? 5 or 5:30,
Yeah.
okay?
Usually five. Five seems to be like pretty much standard going in now. Because I got game responsibilities now and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, it's nice to be part of a
Pacific time,
yeah, nice to be part of a community though, especially like a Star Wars space, Star Wars game space community.
Yeah, I mean
So,
that's a thing, I suppose.
yeah, it is.
But yeah, we are here. We are gonna talk about some things, as always.
Yep. Yep.
Um,
I don't even know what we're gonna talk about.
Honestly, we will talk about some nerd news because
Yep.
there's some of that, but mostly I'm just gonna complain, to be honest, because
Oh boy.
hey, listen, okay, I get it, right? My problems are very minor compared to a lot of other people's problems, right? And a lot of people would say, "Hey, you should be grateful for this and that and blah blah blah." And I understand, all right? These are first world problems, but it's because we
Mm.
live in the first world, okay? Like, people like to think and say like, "Oh, well, you shouldn't complain about that because people are starving everywhere else in the world," and I get it, right? But if that's your logic that people have it worse, so you shouldn't complain, then no one should ever complain because someone always has it worse.
Yeah.
So I don't subscribe to that. I get it, but again, I don't necessarily agree. So a couple things. First of all, okay, my fucking car, man.
Mm.
Bro, it is January 24th. My car has been at the shop since December 15th.
Yep.
These mother suckers, they it's not the shop. I don't blame the shop. I blame the stupid insurance, okay? Bro, so I got a call from the guy at the shop like last week, or I mentioned it last week, where I said, "Hey, the guy at the shop, he called me and he said that the parts are going to come in and they're going to start working on it," right?
Mm. Mm.
So I got a new guy because it's like part of like a chain of shops, and like their other shops are like short staffed, so they've been sending people to there. And so I got another guy, and he called me and said, "Yeah, the parts are starting to come in, but we're still waiting on your insurance's approval."
Mm.
My brother, I need to call them because I don't even think they've started working on my car yet,
Mm.
and it's been there since December 15th.
Yeah, it's a long time.
So, and it was initially towed on December 13th to a shop that said that they have space and people that can do it. And then they said, "No, we can't. We'll send it to another shop 2 days later." So, there's that. Also, last night, okay, so yesterday I went to the doctor. Okay?
Mm.
I don't go to the doctor. I haven't been to the doctor in like 7 years.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know why. I think it's a man thing. We just don't go to the doctor until like
I
there's an
go to the I go to the doctor once a year for a checkup.
all right,
So,
well,
but they
um, I don't because
yeah.
I have man brain, and man brain tells me I don't have a problem until I have a problem.
Yep.
Um, but people, I feel even when I was there, the doctor said, "Why are you here?" And um, I don't have an answer to that because part of me feels like I'm there because I feel like I should be there.
Mm.
So I kind of just said I'm just trying to stay ahead of things, right? If they come, right?
Yep.
Like, and I get it, right? People who know me know I got a bad diet. I'm not the healthiest person, but I mean, I have some things going for me. I've never smoked. I've never drank. I've never done drugs. I go to the gym 4 to 6 days a week.
There
So
you go.
there's that stuff. But on the other hand, I don't ever eat vegetables. I don't ever eat fruits. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, I'm sure you eat apples once a year or something. No, I don't ever eat fruits or vegetables because I cannot manage to chew them without gagging. I'm sorry. It's just how it is, right? I have some mental brain problem. Okay.
Yep.
And that's not an excuse. I should work on it. I know. That's just an explanation. Literally my diet is like eggs, chicken, ground turkey, potato, which hey, my doctor said that don't count. He
Yeah.
said it don't count. Pasta, uh, bread, peanut butter. Like that's my diet. That's it.
Yeah.
I eat a lot of proteins, carbs, and sugars and grains, and that's it. All right. And so I'm not the most healthy person when it comes to how I eat. And so I went to the doctor, and the doctor took my blood. She yoinked it. She sent me to the lab and said, okay, they're going to yoink your blood. And they yoinked my blood. And then I got some test results. Bro, I'm healthy. I'm the healthiest motherfucker in the world, bro.
Good. Well,
Literally
you
everything.
exercise a lot.
Everything.
Yeah,
My
do
metabolic panels all green. My fucking lipid shit all green. My A1C fucking perfect. Like everything is in the healthy ranges towards the middle or low end, bro. I don't know. I don't know how I'm alive, let alone healthy. But
Well, I think the exercise is the most important thing. Like again, just cardio and stuff like that is super important.
maybe. But I don't do a lot of cardio.
Mm.
And even when I talk to my doctor, she's like, okay, like what kind of exercises do you do? Like what do you do at the gym? And I was like, I just do strength training, usually like 30 to 40 minutes, whatever muscle group I'm doing that day. And then I do like a 20-minute walk. And then I also do like usually another 30-minute walk earlier in the day or something, right? So I try to walk like an hour a day, and then I do like 30 to 40 minutes of strength training a day for 4 to 6 days a week. And she was like, yeah, she's like, that's where you're gonna get the most optimization for like long term is like strength training and low impact cardio. So hey, I'm doing the right things. So there's that. So I did that, and then I came home and like cooked dinner and shit. And I was like, well, I gotta take a shower. All right.
Yep.
So I went to, I turned on the water. I'm waiting for it to get warm. So I'm like, whatever. I go back to it. Bro, the water is ice cold.
Yep.
It is fucking freezing. Why is my water cold?
I don't know.
Neither do I. And so I turned it off. I waited like another hour. I tested it again. The shit is ice cold. I tested it this morning at 5 a.m. It doesn't get warm. So I put in a maintenance request because our water heater is not accessible to us.
Yep.
So I can't reset it. I reset the breaker. Didn't do shit. But I can't reset the water heater. I can't look at it. I can't see if it's leaking, if there's cracks, if there's any issues, because it is, fucking motherfucking attic that doesn't have a fucking ladder, and I don't have a ladder, and so I cannot access it.
Oh.
And so, yeah. So hopefully the maintenance.
Yeah. PSA always have a 6-foot ladder on you at all times.
Yeah, I don't have one because I haven't needed one. And also, hey, I don't. Again, I first world problems, but I am poor. Okay, I'm poor.
Yeah.
I'm poor.
Yeah.
Right now I'm poor. I'm sorry. I hate to say it. I went down to like $15 in my bank account yesterday. I am poor right now.
Oh, wow.
So
yeah.
But I got paid today, so it's all right. But
There you go. Yep.
but yeah, it's tough. It's tough out there. And not having running water is kind of shit. Well, I have running water. Sorry. Hey, this is something we take for granted all the time, to have warm water the second you want it, right?
Yeah.
So I get it, but yeah, I don't have warm water, so I was able to take a shower today at the gym.
Yep.
Which I hate doing. I don't like showering at the gym or whatever, but you do what you have to do. So
Yeah.
So yeah, I showered at the gym today, and hopefully some mother sucker comes and fixes our shit, so I don't have to do it anymore.
Yeah, I like showering at the gym after a good workout. I don't have a gym membership right now because I don't know. I need to focus on getting cardio back up with my dog and walking again, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I just like going to the steam. I like hitting up the steam room right after I finish a good workout and like, chilling there for a bit and take a good shower and then slowly like, go from hot water to cool water. And it's very refreshing. Like last night, like I took a really hot bath and then I took a cool like 5 minute shower after and it
Mm.
was great. I loved it.
Well, I mean, I don't think Planet Fitness has a Steam room. They might, but I think you have to have like their upgraded membership to have that. Bro, I ain't paying for that. I'm paying $10 a month. Okay.
Yeah. But
So
that's
and
great. Yeah, for a gym membership, $10 is a really fair
yeah,
price. Like there's some places that are,
bro,
I
they're
assume they have
absurd.
like
They're
the ever.
absurd.
Yeah, I know they absolutely like the one out here, like the ones out here, like the Delta Valley Athletics Club.
Yeah, but that's
That shit.
huge. Like,
Yeah.
I get it. Like, I get why places like that and like CalFit and 24 Hour, like they're more expensive because they have basketball courts, they have racquetball courts. Some of them they have, they have swimming pools, they have all this other shit, right? Like Planet Fitness is very basic. They have lifting equipment and cardio equipment, and that's it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and that's all I need, bro. I'm not playing basketball in the morning. I'm not playing racquetball. Like when I did go to CalFit, I played racquetball a lot. It was very fun, but
Mm.
I don't need it, like, uh, I mean, I don't need to swim in a public pool with other people. Um,
No.
I like swimming and all that, like, but bro, I'm not spending $65 a month for a gym membership.
Yeah, yeah, that's for yeah, like even in shape is more reasonable. Like I liked in shape because like, you just get there's only like one membership, and it's a little steep, like, it's $38 a month, which is like triple what you were paying, but then you got access to the pool, the hot tub, like,
Yeah,
the steam room. They have a sauna in there too. The problem is the steam room broke down all the time because these fucking unhinged motherfuckers go in there and like, throw a bunch of like cold water on top of the
Jesus.
thermometer and they just break it. So that was one shitty thing that kept happening. And honestly, like after the last time, I just like I don't want to do this anymore. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I don't need any of that. But the reason why I don't like showering like at the gym is because like I'm at the gym and I'm all hot and sweaty, and I
Mm,
take a shower and it's not even doesn't have to be that warm of a shower. Like it can be like on the medium range, and like when I get out, I feel sweaty. Like I just feel sweaty.
mm.
I don't know why. So like I prefer to just come home and like walk my dog and cool off, and then like chill and take a shit and then take a shower.
Yeah. It's a
So
good little game. It's a good little loop.
yeah,
No
but I
doubt
can't really
about it.
do
Like,
that because I don't have any hot water. But hey, again,
yeah.
it's first world problems. I could easily like boil some water, put it in a bucket with some cooler water to cool it off a little bit, but it's still warm. Use a cloth, what like there are ways around this. But
Yep.
yeah. Also, my wife last week said, "Hey, my friends and I are going to trivia. It'll be fun. Want to come?"
Did you get like slaughtered? Did
And
you lose? Or did you get hyper competitive?
no, so in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, we go to this little bar tavern thing and play trivia, and it's fun, and everybody's having a good time and whatever, right?
Mm,
Well, we get there and like start filling out like the sheet, like the with our team name and shit,
mm.
which I came up with. I called us the Wizard of Oz. Okay.
There you go. Just
Um,
cute.
and so we're filling that out and like order some food or whatever. And then the mother sucker with the microphone comes out.
Yeah.
And the first thing he says is, "Let's go over the leaderboard."
Yeah.
My brother, you have ranked trivia?
Yeah. Dude,
This
those
is
people like
competitive
bar trivia.
ranked fucking trivia?
Yeah, bro, they take that shit pretty
Bro,
seriously. Like,
bro.
they make team names and stuff like that. And like, there's like yearly competitions and shit. And yeah,
My
I've been to a lot of
brother,
bars that take their trivia very seriously.
most video games with ranked, you have to play like 50 unranked matches before they put you into a ranked match, just so you know what the fucking game is. I show up to
Yeah.
trivia, no unranked experience. I've done trivia like twice in my entire life. Once was Harry Potter trivia, and once was some other fucking trivia at another bar, right? Which
Mm,
I barely participated in because I didn't give a shit. And I show up fully unranked,
yep.
and I'm thrown into ranked trivia.
Yeah. Well, on the
Now,
bright side, like, it's not like they take it very serious. It's not like they take it,
no, no, no,
you don't
no,
have to take it
no,
seriously.
no, no, no. They take it
Yeah.
fucking serious. These people take this shit so serious that at the
Mm,
end, right? Dude, we got like we were probably like 15th out of like 30 people, so we're like middle of the pack, right?
yep.
But The motherfucking guy at the end with the microphone says, "Hey, we acknowledge that this week was really easy, and we're gonna turn it up next week."
Yep.
The fuck, bro? Hey, first of all, I ain't going this week because this is not a weekly thing. I'm not a ranked trivia player, so
Yep.
hey, I'll go somewhere else where like they're like it's a little more fun and they don't ask stupid ass questions about things that don't matter, which is all
Yep.
what trivia is, to be honest. But
Yeah. Yeah. I was about to say, like, that's just what, you go to the bar, you have a good time.
yeah, I mean, I guess if I was like, if I drank alcohol, maybe it would be more enjoyable.
Mhm.
And not that it wasn't enjoyable. It was fine. It's
I,
trivia.
I I don't know about that. Like, I mean, you can just have a good time without drinking. Like, you probably do it all
No,
the time. You
absolutely.
don't.
But like,
Yeah.
I think like there are certain things that like are very much enhanced by alcohol consumption.
Sure. Like heavy metal concerts are great with beer. When
Uh,
you're like when you're throwing down in the pit and stuff like that, it's always great to be a little buzzed. Just going psycho in there.
well, yeah, because if you get punched in the face, you won't feel it as much as when you're like
Eh,
sober.
you just gotta duck. Anyway, continue.
Maybe yeah, okay. But yeah, bro, that like if it was Star Wars trivia, I would have fucking wrecked those bitches. Okay.
Yeah.
But hey, they asked some dumb questions about some dumb shit, bro. They got me over here using Chat GPT afterward to try to figure out some of the answers, and it can't even answer them because the questions are so fucking dumb. Okay.
Yeah. Like what specifically?
There was like one that was like, um, these words, if you rearrange the letters, it'll come to this '90s movie. I'm like,
Mm.
bro, I put that shit into Chat GPT after while we were waiting for the answer. It gave me like 13 different answers that I knew were wrong before it gave me the right answer.
Yep.
And like, bro, the people I was with, that's the only question they tried to figure out. Literally everything else they didn't even try to answer. And so I'm
Mm.
like, I'm telling them the answers. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a bunch of easy ones, and then there were like some like more like difficult ones, but I don't know. Like it wasn't that difficult. Just some of the questions were really dumb. So,
Yeah.
but yeah. So we did that. We did that thing. And ranked trivia. Come on now.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, I guess we'll talk about some nerd news or something.
Yep.
Um. So the Marvels will be on Disney Plus February 7th. So there's that. Deadpool 3 just wrapped filming, sorry. So they'll go into post production now.
That'll be cool.
Which people are saying there's going to be a Deadpool trailer for the Super Bowl. So if that's the case, they got to get on this shit. They got like 2
Yep.
weeks. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. Superman Legacy, right? James Gunn's Superman movie. They have the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 VFX team working on that. Avatar: The Last Airbender. There's the Netflix live action. They have a trailer out now. I didn't watch it because I don't like to be spoiled very much. But there's that, and that is something. Are you a fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yeah, the first season, yes. Korra, I don't know. There was something different about Korra that I just didn't really like. Maybe it's because I was a little bit too older when I was watching it,
Nah,
but
I know exactly what it is
yeah.
because I'm smart. And what it is that Korra continuously she'll go through some hard shit. She'll make terrible decisions. She'll in the end say she learned from them, and then she'll continue to make the same fucking mistakes. And it is infuriating.
I mean, yeah, maybe I watched a few of the first episodes, and I was like, I don't know, there's just something different here that I don't like. So I actually eventually just stopped watching it.
Are you gonna watch the live action Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Maybe if there's nothing else to watch, and if I got nothing else going on, maybe I will watch it.
Okay.
Right now I'm keeping up on anime, so.
Oh, speaking of anime,
Mm.
I finally finished because I'm slow at watching some things. I finally finished watching Blue Eyed Samurai.
Mm.
It is really good, and I'm going to talk about it in a separate podcast, probably Friday.
Yeah, I won't be able to do
No,
that
it's all
because I got a
right.
lot of
It's
stuff
all right.
going on.
And you haven't watched it. It's okay.
Yeah, I
Um,
need to though. A lot of people say Blue Eye Samurai is really good.
yeah, check it out. But I will most likely, if she follows through, my wife said she would join me for it
Hmm.
because she watched it with me. So hey, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. So that's exciting. Um, also, apparently, um, Daredevil Born Again is going to bring back Bullseye, same
Hmm.
actor from the Netflix show.
That guy was really good because he was just like so unhinged. Like it was creepy, you know, in its own
Yeah,
way.
yeah. So that'll be cool. Madam Web early box office is tracking worse than Morbius. So I don't know why that surprises people, but there's
Oh
that.
yeah, that movie came out, didn't it?
No, Madam Web comes out February 14th, and tickets aren't
Oh,
even on
okay.
sale yet. Uh, but I will be seeing it. I will be seeing it when it comes out.
Mm.
I don't know if you're gonna come down here for it. Probably not, cause hey,
No, not for Madam Web. I'm gonna come down for Deadpool 3, but not for Madam Web. Just like, just like fucking Morbius. Like, I don't fucking need to see that shit. What's the point? Like, what's the point? Like, at the end of the day, like, maybe to see one good movie be Invisible, but if I was gonna go see a good movie, I don't want to see something that's like an offshoot of something that, like, has other continuation and shit like that.
yeah, yeah, I don't, yeah, I get that. I get that. What if season 3 has released its first images already? So that I'm pretty sure. I don't know if it's done or whatever, but I mean, what if season 2 just ended? So I think season 3 is supposed to come out this year.
Oh wow, really?
Uh, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It doesn't say. A release date has not yet been announced. Yeah, but some of the images feature Sam Wilson's Captain America, Monica Rambeau's Spectrum. I don't know if she's supposed to be Spectrum though. Hold on, let
Mm.
me see if they tell you. I don't know. They're wearing robotic armor suits. They also show Winter Soldier, Red Guardian, Goliath. So yeah, alternate Earth shit. And then the Bad Batch, the series, the final season, of the series.
Yep.
Season 3 has been officially announced with a trailer and a release date and a poster. The 3 episode premiere will be on February 21st, and then there will be new episodes every week all the way until May. So the final season, they're teasing Tech's return, even though he's supposed to be dead. So we'll see. But you and I have both enjoyed the Bad Batch, right?
Yeah, mostly. Like, the first season was really cool. The second season was a little all over the place.
True.
Um, but it still had some good parts. Like, I really do think that they killed Tech, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
unless he shows up in season three, like at the last minute to save him. But I really do think like Tech's death was like, I don't know, like, they gave him the final one liner, and I think it was just
It's important. It's important that he stays dead, to be honest.
yeah.
So
And it was like well, that was like the best part of that season probably.
yeah, yeah. It did end well. So I think that's it for news. To be
Yep.
honest, um,
Yeah. Not a whole lot going on, like again, I post everything. Like there's more stuff with Jonathan Majors, but I think he's just out. I saw you did the podcast on Friday.
did I? I don't think I
No,
did.
I thought you did a podcast last Friday talking about him, or was that another day you did that?
No, that was like a while ago, and I got bored of his interview, so I just
Mm.
stopped and I left. um, but yeah, there's not a whole lot of news. We can do a combined MCU tier list if you want.
Sure.
All right.
Don't got a lot of got 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a lot of time to put a tier list in. But
Nah.
uh,
That's not that, bro.
did we already do a tier list? I could have sworn we did something we did before. Oh well.
I don't know. But no, bro. We are efficient people. We are efficient. Okay.
Mm.
We can easily do this. Easily.
Yeah. But
Hold on. Let me
I already know my high tiers, so
Exactly.
you know.
I'm just moving shit. Oh shit! Fuck! Gosh darn it! Oh. Do I not have?
Yeah, I'll be right back. Sorry, one second. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. I am getting this all prepared. It should be good. Pink. Bop. And this one. Nope. This one. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. If you're listening to this audio version, you you can you
All
can
right, I'm back.
oh, okay. If you're listening to this on the audio version, you can subscribe to wherever you're listening. If you're listening to, or if you're watching on YouTube, you can subscribe to YouTube. You can like the video or whatever. And if you are on Twitch, you can also follow and all that good stuff. So, all right. Bink. I am. Don't worry, I'm almost ready. Window. Okay. Oh my god, please don't crash. Okay, hey, if OBS crashes, then it's not my fault. Okay, it didn't crash. All right.
Yay.
Bink, bonk.
Yeah, next time too, I come up to Kaje's house, I'm gonna have diagnose some computer issues.
Bro, my
Work on that.
computer is a dog
Did you ever
garbanzo.
did you resecure? Well, that's why I said you gotta next time, like let's like really work on like getting you a custom built PC and I'll just throw it together for you. Like I understand the anxiety associated with it, but it really is worth it to do your own build because that way you can have something of quality that's a little bit cheaper. You know?
Yes, I know.
So.
Oops. All right. I am making this do this. Boop. All right. And then let me. All right. I gotta move this. Oh. All right. And bop. And make sure this doesn't look like absolute garbanzo beans. All right. Cool. Let's do this shite.
I believe.
All right. So I don't know where you want to start with this, because there's it looks like it's in alphabetical order on this list, but we can just go in order, or if you want, we can start with Iron Man or whatever.
Sure.
A lot on here. So for me,
Yeah, I know that's hard to say. For getting through this in 30 minutes is going to be a little bit of a challenge. 27 minutes now.
we're efficient. For me, Iron Man 1, a lot of people refer to things as like the gold standard or whatever. For me, Iron Man 1 is the iron standard of the MCU. It's not the best, it's not the worst, but it's on the high end of good. And so for me, it goes as a high B. What do you think?
Yeah, I'd say a B or an A. Again, just a lot of really good things came together to make that movie work, and it's all really enjoyable. I really should do an M. I did a Star Wars watch through like last year, so maybe this year I should do an MCU watch through of just all the old MCU movies. I know it's a lot of movies, but
It's a
At least I can cut out the ones that I know that are bad, like Iron Man 3. You know?
Yeah, yeah, that's fair. All right, now I'll just go in the alphabetical order. Fine. Okay. So
Okay.
now that we have Iron Man as the Iron Standard, we have Ant Man in the Wasp. Is Quantumania on here? Because it's not by that. It was added. Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay, so Ant-Man and the Wasp. I thought it was a decent movie. It wasn't amazing, but it wasn't bad at all. I think it's either a high C or a low B. Where are you at with that one?
For which movie? Sorry.
Ant-Man and the Wasp, the second Ant-Man,
This
one with
I'd
Ghost.
see C, B. I don't know.
We'll put it as a C for now. What about the first Ant-Man movie?
I'd put that as a be around a B.
All right, put it as a B. It'll be one of the
Mm.
low B. Okay, now we're into some Avengers movies. What about Age of Ultron?
I'd say that's a B or C, probably lower B. I
Yeah.
really like the guy who voiced Ultron, but I just feel like that movie was kind of a missed opportunity. And I don't know, there's something about that movie that just wasn't as good as the first Avengers movie. I can never put my finger on it, but it just doesn't feel as of quality.
Well, and a lot of people do dislike it quite a bit. A lot of people
Hmm.
are not big fans of Age of Ultron. I think it's pretty good. A lot of people are not fans of Age of Ultron. Um. All right. I mean, this one's pretty easy. Infinity War.
Yeah,
This shit is an
that's
S.
like, yeah, really, really good. And like, Infinity War and the what was the last one called? The
Endgame.
Endgame were all both S tier. Like,
Yeah.
they just fit into each other
I'll
and they
just
were
go
really
ahead and
good.
put that up there.
Yep, yep,
I do prefer Infinity War to Endgame.
yeah.
Um.
What's next? Captain Marvel? Sorry, I'm looking at the
Next.
stream now.
Yeah. Next is Captain Marvel. For me, it's either a low C or a high D.
Yeah, definitely C or D again. It was really weak. I wouldn't watch the new Captain Marvel. Is definitely a little bit higher than it, but it's definitely a C. Like Brie Larson just trying to come across as that wounded soldier thing, and it just she was just so awkward. And she came across as really awkward and stiff, and
Yeah.
it's unfortunate the movie suffered from that.
Despite that, I think the movie was still overall enjoyable. Like it wasn't
Hmm.
like to me, it's still like a middle of the road kind of movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I definitely put it probably a high D.
Mm.
Captain America: Winter Soldier. For me, this is an S. But
S. Yeah. 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 S tier. The
I could
and
understand an A if you wanted to go
yeah.
A. What?
Nah. It was really good. Winter Soldier and Civil War, I really like, and I really like Civil War a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. So when Civil War first came out, I had it probably like lower in my mind, but I think Civil War is just really good, and I think it works
Mm,
really well.
yeah. No, Civil War is fantastic. Baron Zemo is probably the best part of that movie.
Do you think
He's just
Civil
like,
War is an A or an S?
I actually, it's funny. I went back and watched this, and again, that interaction between Baron Zemo and the Black Panther at the very
Yeah,
end of the movie moves it into the S tier for me personally. Like, it's such a well acted scene. Like, vengeance has consumed you, it's consuming them, and I'm done letting it's consuming me. And like, tell that to the dead, and like, the living still have like work for you yet. And it was just really, really good. Those two guys, like that guy who plays Baron Zemo, I don't know his name of him, but I know he's German, but he's a
yeah,
fantastic
yeah,
he's
he's
a
good.
fantastic actor. He's a really good actor. He was in the All Quiet's on the Western Front, and like, he's only in that movie a couple times, and he was really good.
Yeah, he's good.
Hmm.
I'll put
Yeah.
it as an S, but I'll put it below Winter Soldier.
Yeah. Agreed.
What about Captain America: The First Avenger?
That's a C for me. I know you rated it a little bit higher because you
Honestly, I
enjoy.
kind of agree. But would you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is a
I
C.
just I feel like a lot of the side characters didn't matter. Like, a lot of the action sequences were really dumb. Like, when you see soldiers like running in a line and stuff like that, and like just shooting their guns and stuff. And I thought it was cool. There was some stuff of it that was cool, and I thought like the Red Skull was great because he's who played the Red Skull? He's the guy who played Agent Smith. Hugo
Hugo
no
Weaving, yeah.
Hugo Weaving, that's his name. Yeah, he was fantastic. I love Hugo Weaving because
Even
I
he
I
plays
grew up in.
Elrond too.
Yep. Yeah, he plays Elrond, he plays Agent Smith, like a legendary actor, like
Yeah.
literally. And like, he's one of the you never hear him like raping women in the line. And the fuck, he's never in the news for all that shit. So that makes him like, it's good that he's a good person. Like,
Yeah,
hopefully, like, I've
hopefully.
never met him in person, so I wouldn't know. But he's never been in the news for any controversy or anything like that. So yeah.
Yeah. Um. All right, Doctor Strange, the first one. I mean,
For me, it's an S tier because of the special effects. Dude, like,
really?
yeah, dude, that movie, like, man, dude, just watching all that special effects in the beginning, like, it's what CGI should be used for, like that trippy shit, like, it's just so cool.
For
Like when they're in that
me,
realm. I understand Dormammu is not what everybody was expecting, and he was a little bit too trippy, but at the same time, is what
I
it is,
mean, I
man.
think that's fine. For me, Doctor Strange is like a high B, but I'll
Mhm,
compromise with you. I'll put it as an A.
that's fine. I just really thought that Doctor Strange, like everyone I talked to who watched that first Doctor Strange movie, like just the effects were all trippy and stuff like that.
Yeah. But this next movie, Guardians of the Galaxy 1, I think is an S.
Yes, yeah, that's the one that really blew everything out about the water. Everyone thought like, oh, this is just going to be the first mid MCU movie, and then it knocked us all out of the park.
Yeah, absolutely. But what about Volume 2?
I don't remember much of Volume 2 to be honest with
This is
that,
the
so I'll probably
Ego the Living Planet.
yeah, I'd probably see your B.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it a low B. What about Spider-Man? The second one. No,
No, wait,
Far From Home.
that's the one with Doctor Amazo in it, right, or whatever his name is.
Mysterio.
Mysterio. Sorry, guys, I'm not a comic guy, and I barely remember. There's so many of these fucking movies,
Yeah,
like
this was right
can't fucking
after Endgame, where Iron
yeah,
Man is gone and he's dealing
yeah,
with the weight of that.
yeah. I would say a B A, maybe lower A. I
Yeah,
really
yeah.
like that.
See, honestly,
I really like
I agree.
Homecoming. Homecoming was the first straight like Spider-Man movie, right? That was like the first one. Because I really
Yes.
remember really enjoying Homecoming.
Yes, I'll put it as a high B. I definitely agree it could be a low A as well, but a lot of people didn't really like it, and I don't know why. So I'll just compromise and put it there. What about the Incredible Hulk? Have you seen the Incredible Hulk?
Uh, you mean the original one?
No,
Yeah, I
no.
did. I saw
Well, the Edward Norton one.
the one the one with like the desert flowers and stuff like that, right? Like, I remember as a kid seeing it, but like, yes, and
A
I don't
kid,
know,
bro. It
man.
came out in 2008
Okay, well, I don't know. I remember. I just.
with
I don't know.
Liv Tyler was
Maybe I'm thinking
Betty
about the
Ross.
second Hulk movie or
You're
something
probably
like
thinking
that.
about Ang Lee's Hulk, the really bad one with Eric Bana.
I can't remember, dude. That was so long ago, to be honest with you. My long-term memory is not that good these
I
days.
can't in good conscience put it above Captain Marvel, so Iron Man 2. This is a D to me. Like
Yeah, D.
there's things I like about it, but overall it's not a great movie. And Iron Man 3 same.
Hmm.
Iron Man. I mean, I think I really disliked Iron Man 3 when it first came out because I was too much in nerd mode where I was like, bruh, like they're just abandoning comic books and blah blah blah, and like it's so different. I hate it. But honestly, it's not as bad if you can separate all that. So, but it's still a D to me.
Yeah.
All right, Black Panther. Where does this fall for you?
The first one,
Yes.
probably a high B, mid A.
All right, I'll
Right?
put it as an
Do you
A
do you, do you consider it to be an S?
a little bit only
Mm,
because I don't know. Like I feel like it's one of the few Marvel movies that has like that kind of transcends the genre
mm,
in a lot of ways. And I just think the performances are really amazing in it.
mm,
I understand why it's lower for some people, especially with like CGI wise, and even like some of the idealism of Killmonger doesn't make a lot of sense.
mm,
But I mean, he's still a good villain, and I think he was a people understood why he was behaving the way he was. So it's one of those villains that you understand their motives, so people like him a little more.
mm.
So for me, I just put it as an A.
Okay.
So, Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Yeah, S.
Yeah, yeah.
I really,
I
I really
wholeheartedly
liked
agree.
the Vulture looks so fucking cool, dude. Like he looked really cool. Like when he was in the full costume and stuff like that with the green goggles and everything like that. He was really cool.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I
Michael
love
Keaton's a great
Michael.
actor, and you know that awkwardness when he like walks into the house, like you know, it's just man, everything about it. And yeah,
Yeah,
great,
absolutely.
great movie. Very enjoyable. Great to see in theaters.
The first Thor movie.
I really like the first Thor movie. I know it's not the most popular one, but I call it like a B probably.
Low B?
I Yeah, I
All right.
enjoyed the fantasy aspects of it. You know, like yeah,
I can get on board with that. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I love the movie. I just don't think it's that good.
yeah.
But
I thought the destroyer was like the first fully like you know destroyer looked really cool too.
yeah,
You know, and I like the themes of it too. Like you know when he beats up people to get into that you know to get back to his hammer and he can't like lift it and like Shield just lets him go.
yeah,
That's back when Coulson was being a badass. When Coulson was still around, being a badass and stuff like that. And
yeah,
so
yeah.
I miss Coulson.
Yeah, I know.
Man, those are the days.
What about Thor: The Dark World?
Oh fuck, put that right in the D category, brother. You and I both know. Yeah, the
Um,
Dark Elves are cool. I think they look cool, but like I don't know, there's a lot of stuff in that movie that just didn't work for me.
yeah. What about Thor: Ragnarok?
Put that up into the B range for me. I really
Really?
enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot
I
of fun.
I put it as an A, to be honest.
An A, yeah. But
I
yeah, I put it in A tier then. I really enjoyed it, and that was like the master and stuff like that, and you
yeah,
know
the
like
Grandmaster
yeah,
and
the Grandmaster. I think he's such a funny character. Like how much of a piece of shit he
yeah,
combined with who plays him again? I always pull blank on this.
Jeff
It's like
Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He was like literally the perfect casting for that role, and he was fantastic. And you know, that was one of the very few What If season 2 movie episodes I really really enjoyed.
Yeah. The first
14
Avengers
minutes.
movie.
We still got a lot of movies in down there, brothers. The first one I put in an A. It's not an S. It didn't break into the S category, but I definitely is an A.
I
Like you
agree.
know, it was a proof of concept that they could keep this train going. You know, that they can make a bunch of movies and that all those movies tie into the one movie, and it worked. You know.
Yeah. Also, I'm just gonna say this now for anybody wondering who sees these Spider-Man movies in here that are from Sony and
Mm,
Venom. We're not doing those because they're not really part of the MCU.
okay.
So we'll not do those. And Morbius, like the Sony verse shit, I ain't doing. I ain't doing.
Get your Morbon, bro. Anyway, WandaVision. Put that up
WandaVision,
there in B A. Really good concept, really fun. Like you know, they just had a
really.
lot of fun making it. I feel like you know, like the different like transitions and stuff like that was just really good.
Yeah, absolutely. Falcon and Winter Soldier. I think this has got to be like a C.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking too. It never caught me. Sometimes I think about going back and watch it for all the just for the Baron Zemo stuff.
Yeah, but
That's about
I
it.
mean, there's good in there, but not enough.
Mm,
I mean, and there's so much. The villain's just bad. Let's be
yeah.
Loki season 1.
A.
Yeah, that's an A for me as well.
Yep.
What about Shang-Chi?
Also an A. Kind of
Agreed.
border high A definitely. Didn't
Yeah,
break into the S category, but like, you know, it was post Endgame. Like, you know, we got the Spider-Man, but that was more of a special the Spider-Man movie, this was more of a special treat than anything else. Like, you know, to see Spider-Man getting his own movie in the MCU. Shang-Chi was like one of those introducing a new hero that could stand on his own feet, and it really did work. It really
yeah,
did. It was really enjoyable.
yeah, absolutely.
I didn't see the next one, so I'll let you do with
Oh,
this
Black
what you
Widow.
will. The fact that I still haven't seen it, like, you know, lets you know, it's just
Uh, I don't hate it. I put it as a D, but honestly, I enjoyed Black Widow, and I mean it gives us
Mhm,
Florence Pugh as Yelena, which I really like. Uh,
mhm,
but it wasn't great.
yeah.
So yeah. What about What If season 1?
The first season I would call it a B, high B, low
Yeah,
A, because it was just a new concept and it was really cool. And again, I went back and watched it and like, damn, dude, that thing where like you know Ultron is fighting the Watcher is really dope. Like it
yeah,
really is. And then you know I think it's funny again where the Doctor Strange gives them literal plot armor. Like
yeah,
that's like they literally have plot armor on, so it's just great.
yeah.
And
Um,
also, where Ultron goes and bites that fucking galaxy was so dope. Oh man, there was a lot of really cool shit in that. Like you know, the
yeah,
upscaling of the power levels was so dope.
yeah, absolutely.
Hawkeye, I really need to rewatch Hawkeye. I
I
feel like I
like it.
didn't give it a fair shake. I feel like I was distracted when I was watching it too much, and I think I'm gonna go back and try and watch it maybe next week.
Yeah, I like it, but
And then
I'll put it there as
yeah,
C.
okay. What's this next one? Eternals. I put
Eternal.
this in a low B, high C. I like the
Honestly, agree.
concept. I think there are a lot of missed opportunities here, and I feel like it felt like a mini Avengers movie in its own way. You know, like there was just too much going on, and I feel like it suffered from that. Too many characters, too many things, too many plot points introduced at the same time that just didn't really pull together.
Yeah. There's no question about No Way Home. This shit goes straight to S. Let's
Yeah,
be honest.
yep. No Way
Um,
Home.
yeah.
That's the very first. That's the very first one, right? Hold on one second. It just says healthcare, so I got to pick up on this
Oh,
phone call.
all right. Yeah, definitely mute as well. Um, so like I said, we're gonna skip these Spider-Man movies, Venom movies, because they are not part of the MCU. I mean, maybe they'll be integrated later or something. Even why is Craven on here? This movie's not even out yet. I'll just move these to the bottom. Craven, all the Spider-Man. I mean, they do have their place, and like if you're looking at all Marvel movies, obviously talk about talking about MCU. Hey, we're just talking about that. Same with Deadpool. We're not gonna rank Deadpool. I Am Groot, the animated little thing, doesn't.
I'm back. I never saw I Am Groot. I
Yeah,
never watched it. I'm back also. What's that next one? Daredevil. Throw that right
Daredevil,
up the first. Throw that right in the S player, brother.
brother,
Even my
brother.
it's just when my even my parents sat there and watched Daredevil like every single episode. Like, that stuff was so good. I want to go back and watch that soon. Me and
Yeah,
Rio watched that. If you remember Rio, she
yep,
pops into chat sometimes, but she really enjoyed the first Daredevil. So
yeah.
just a
Daredevil,
great all
Daredevil's up.
around.
Yep.
What's
What
that next
about
one? I don't even know
Moon
what that
Knight?
is. Oh, Moon Knight probably be not very memorable now because it's been so long. But I remember when I watched it, like there were some cool scenes. Like I really like Oscar Isaac as an
Yeah,
actor. He was really
like
good
him.
in Star Wars, and he's good in everything he does, to be honest. So yeah, they're really funny in SNL. I really like
Yeah.
this is the first Miss Marvel, right?
Well,
Or
there's
no?
Multiverse of Madness, Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah, put that in the B, low B, high C.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think there are either people who really love the movie or there are
Mm,
people who just like kind of don't care, right?
yeah.
So
I think it kind of suffered from like its own success, like again, where it started to feel like a parody of itself. But then, like when they went into that new world and stuff, I forgot about that one. They went. That's when they go into like the new world and they're finding Wanda and she's all crazy, right?
yeah,
Yeah. So definitely a higher B for sure. But yeah, I really I enjoyed that stuff. That new universe again, it was cool to see John Kent Streaky as Fantastic Four, like Miss X. Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway,
Um,
Miss Marvel.
yeah. You didn't like it.
Yeah, I thought it was a little too campy for me to be honest with you. So just for me it's a C, but I know you really enjoyed it.
I'll
So
put it as a high C.
yeah.
All right. Thor: Love and Thunder.
Low. I just put in the C, low C, D range.
I'll put it as a high D. I,
Yeah,
I didn't hate it, but
waste of Christian Bale as a villain choice. Like he went all in, and there were some cool scenes, and the cool scenes were when Christian Bale was being evil. Like that like white and gray part was really cool. So
yeah. What about the Defenders?
A, high A. I mean, probably like low A, high B for
Yeah,
me.
yep,
Yeah.
exactly, pretty much where I put it. Iron Fist to me is a high C.
Iron Fist makes me so sad because again, I saw the potential there, and like they just made it they made it way too hardcore is like the problem, and it sucks that they did that because they had so many more hard like the next one they had so many or the next three they had so many hardcore properties. I wish they would have had one more that was more lighthearted. The
Absolutely.
Punisher is probably an S for S for me. Luke Cage is absolutely an S. Sorry, I'm
Really?
probably going too fast. Yeah,
You
I got
put
7 minutes here,
you
brother.
put Luke Cage as an S?
Yeah, I really enjoyed Luke Cage.
I put it as a high A.
Yeah,
I think Punisher is better,
yeah, probably.
but I do
But
like it. Yeah, I mean, in
I enjoyed a
the
lot
villains
of.
were really strong.
I feel like the Luke Cage, and also I feel like Luke Cage was racial commentary done right. I think that's the only way I can put it.
Yeah,
So
and Jessica Jones I put as
S tier, very hardcore, like very intense, very intense.
Yeah,
And again, which I wish Iron Fist was more lighthearted, more of a kind of like a kung fu action flick, and they just kind of made it hardcore like all the others. She-Hulk, I put as a high C, low B. I mean, high C, low B. Yeah, that's
agreed, agreed. I mean, a lot of people hated it. We didn't hate it. We actually enjoyed it.
we didn't.
There's
We
some things
enjoyed it.
unnecessary, but
I enjoyed the legal parts of it. So yeah. What's this
uh,
next one? I don't even remember what that
Wakanda
is. What is it?
Forever, Black Panther 2.
Oh yeah, S tier. Yeah, S
What?
for me.
Really?
Yeah, I really like going back and watching it. I just really like I like a lot of it. I like the mech suit and stuff like that. Like I changed my
Yeah.
tune probably a little bit, but I
I,
don't know.
I really like it
I
too, but
liked
I'm gonna put it as a high B.
okay.
Like, uh,
I really like the villain too,
yeah,
Akuto or whatever. Yeah,
Namor, yeah, yeah.
Namor. Yeah, I really liked him.
What about Werewolf by Night? Did you ever watch that?
I still have not seen it.
We won't rank it then. Did you watch the
All right.
Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special?
Yeah, I did for the first 20 minutes and then turned it off because I really hated it. So you
Okay,
do with that
well,
what you will.
we won't do that one then. What about Quantumania?
I think a B and A. Unfortunately, Jonathan Majors had to go do Jonathan Major things. I think that was a really great introduction to the next big villain of the MCU, or like you said, the shadow villain being puppeteered by the other big villain.
I'll
But
put it a low B.
I enjoyed like the sci-fi parts of it a lot. So,
Yeah, I put it
mm.
as a low B. What about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3?
I put this as like a high B, low A.
I I mean,
5 minutes.
I think it's a high A, but
Mm,
I'll put it mid. I'll put it mid. So
okay. I hated Secret Invasion, by the way, so don't even
Secret
ask me what I think.
Invasion gets to find its place among the D's.
Yep.
Loki, is this season 2? Did they separate those?
Yep.
They did. Why did they separate Loki? But they didn't separate any of the Netflix. Season 2 is a C.
Yeah, it is.
It ends well, but it wastes a lot of time.
Yep.
The Marvels, brother. I'm putting this as a B. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I enjoyed the Marvels too. It's definitely a B. A solid B. Like again, it carried over a lot of mistakes, but I just really enjoyed like the interactions between all the characters and stuff like that.
Yeah. What if season 2? It's a C. I mean, I don't know what you think. I think season 2, it's just it had a lot of very uninteresting episodes.
Yeah.
So and then
Echo for Echo, yeah.
Echo is a B, right?
Yeah, Echo's definitely solid, another solid B.
Yeah. So that's it. I mean, that's everything because
Oh.
they're not part of the MCU proper. But yeah, there you have it. So for S's, we have Infinity War, Endgame, No Way Home, Daredevil, The First Guardians, Spider-Man: Homecoming, Winter Soldier, Civil War, and Jessica Jones. For A's, we have Black Panther, Punisher, Luke Cage, Thor Ragnarok, The First Avengers, Shang-Chi, Guardians 3, Loki Season 1, Doctor Strange 1, The Defenders, and WandaVision. B's, we have Far From Home, Wakanda Forever, Iron Man, Avengers Age of Ultron, Multiverse of Madness, What If Season 1, Echo, Ant-Man, Guardians Volume 2, Moon Knight, Eternals, The Marvels, Thor, and Quantumania. For C's, we have Ant-Man and the Wasp. We have Miss Marvel, What If Season 2, Loki Season 2, She-Hulk, Hawkeye, Iron Fist, Falcon and Winter Soldier, and Captain America the First Avenger. And then for D's, we have Love and Thunder, Captain Marvel, Iron Man 2, Black Widow, Iron Man 3, Secret Invasion, Thor the Dark World, and The Incredible Hulk.
Yep.
I think these are very reasonable ratings, to be honest, but
yeah. I think the one thing most people cut against, like where we cut against the screen, is how much we enjoyed She-Hulk. Probably most people, like again, really, really, really hated that movie for some reason.
I mean, I think most people put that as a D. I think most people would think that we put Shang-Chi too high, or the first Doctor Strange maybe, Civil War maybe. Like those are probably the points of contention. Some people would probably put Iron Man as S. Kind of things like that. But overall, I think we're not far off. Like, what the majority of people would probably vote. But yeah, and to be honest, like the Sony movies, it'd be pretty hard to like compare because they, some of these movies do gain a bit from the interconnectivity of the universes, right? And
Hmm.
so, but I mean, I could tell you, it's like Spider-Man 2 is close to an S. Spider-Man 1 is probably an A. Spider-Man 3 is C or D. Uh, I don't care about the other things. Deadpool 1 is an S. Deadpool 2 is probably a B. So,
Yep.
but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope to hear your thoughts. If you have any, you can let us know where you would rate these movies. If you think we're dumb, you can tell us. We might have brain problem. But yeah, I feel pretty good about this. What do you think? You feel good?
Yep. No, I feel like it's a solid list. Definitely. Definitely save this. We can come back to it later. Maybe as they add in new movies, that'd be good to update. And maybe one of these days, you and I can both like and spend a week like watching all the original Spider-Man movies and just, one thing honestly that I feel like I missed out on. I never saw how bad Spider-Man 3 was because I never watch Spider-Man 3.
Really?
Um, yeah, I never. So maybe one of these weeks, you and I can agree like on one, and we'll watch all the Spider-Man movies, and then come in the podcast and then check it out. So, no, sir.
Fascinating.
Why does that make you makes you upset?
No,
Sounds
it's
like it
just
makes you
it's just
upset.
surprising.
Yeah. I don't know why, but I watched Spider-Man 1. I really liked it. Spider-Man 2 was green. Which one was Doctor Ock? When the other one was Doc Ock, one was Green Goblin, right? First one was Green Goblin, the other one was Doc Ock, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spider-Man
So,
1. Spider-Man 1 was Green Goblin. Spider-Man 2 was Doc Ock.
all right. Anyway, I gotta get going.
Yeah.
Anyway, you wanna play us out?
Sure. Uh, well, yeah, that's it. That's it, guys. That's all. That's all we. Hey. Oh my god.
No worries.
Thank you everybody for hanging out, for listening, for participating in any way that you may have participated. We appreciate
Mm.
you. We hope that you have a wonderful day, week, night, year, whatever. Morning, afternoon, wherever you live, whatever you're doing.
Yep.
Much love. And follow, like, subscribe, rate, review, leave a comment, and we appreciate you. And
All
we'll
of
see you
those
next
things.
week. Goodbye.
Bye.